Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to day 2 of the Abyss Cup tournament. I'm very, very excited for this. I hope you're all having a wonderful day. The games yesterday were pretty exciting, went by a little quicker than we expected, but that's all right. we are left with 2 teams, the Mokey Kings and Simp Squad. Both ready to square up. I'm gonna waste no time in getting the arena set up. So Simp Squad ended up winning side selection, and they're going to be taking red side. Let's see, we have... Oh, they're currently in a custom game. I'm gonna inform Simp Squad that we are pretty much there. Winter, how you doing? Good to see you. Perfect, the captains are invited. Now, before we get into all of this, hi Jacob, how are you doing? We're gonna do some quick interviews, and I'm going to start with Simp Squad. I'm gonna turn on the music a little bit too. Simp Squad, how are you doing? Fantastic. Fantastic. Alright, so you guys made it to finals, a clean 2-0 yesterday. That was pretty sweet. But now we have the grueling best of 5 against Mokey Kings on the horizon here.
Correct.
So we kind of saw your style come out yesterday. More of a conventional couple carries, couple tanks setup. A little far removed from the typical wombo we expect. How do you okay, wait. What do you mean grueling, man? It's Mokey Kings are an admirable opponent, okay?
Okay.
My past gamers will shrug them. Alright, so May has confidence in the former Fam Squad members.
Oh. Okay. Yeah.
Hell yeah. Just like a bunch of simps. It's perfect.
Sure.
Yo, wait, what the fuck are your profile pics, guys? You're garbage.
Yeah.
Are you guys trying to link up?
We already have.
Oh.
We did it the last 2 games also.
Okay, that's pretty great. So, before we get started, we'll just do the little, like, the customary trash talk. Do you have anything to say to the Mokey Kings?
Sim.
That's the worst fusion card ever.
Worst fusion card ever! Alright,
0 attack, 3,000 defense, worthless card.
Spread the word!
Alright, good luck, Simp Squad. I'll talk to you guys later.
I know
Mokey Kings.
Yes, that's us!
How are you all doing?
Hello.
Anyway, Simp Squad said that's the worst fusion card ever.
Who the fuck?
So we do have a substitution today. We have Professor Zaz out, and like, I can't believe this. Just look at the last 2 names, guys. We've got Hooker of the Void and Nut in the Void. Which is
saying dirty things.
It's pretty fantastic. I'm not gonna lie. So, before the games start, we do have Simp Squad. They also 2-0'd their opponents yesterday. So we
Okay, but we did it better.
It's the I see.
Oh.
It seems that we do have the 2 best teams in the tournament squaring up again in the best of 5 here. Do you have any trash talk for Simp Squad before we get started?
I'm gonna leave this to the boy Nut.
What?
I just want to say, hi mom, how are you? Been a hot minute. Look at my competition right now. Like the highest person right now is gold 4, and like I feel bad because
no.
That's all I got.
Alright, well, welcome to the tournament.
You just got here.
Welcome to the tournament. Good luck, Mokey
That was
Kings.
the homie of the Mokey Kings. That Nut.
I will see you guys later. Good luck in the game. Oh my god. What's all these simps doing in the chat? Alright, we won't waste any time. This is amazing, Winter. This is fantastic. What song is this? There's a forecast Janalogin theme since when? Anyway, that's what we're listening to right now. I can't even see the R's between all these simps. By the way, they did make a club so they can have the Simp Squad club tag. Not R right now. Tears gives an R. Oh, this is fantastic. That is an R from both teams. That is an R from me. We are good to get the game started. And game number 1, Champ Select, is underway. So, I'm going to comment on this again. Mokey Kings were running a lot of Wombo-style games yesterday. Meanwhile, Simp Squad had a lot of front-to-back team fighting. They ran double marksman yesterday. They had like some marksman, mage, assassin stuff. But the common theme with them is that they had like a strong tank line and some carries behind. We're very good at organizing their farm as well. So we're going to kind of see which style ends up reigning supreme here. Mokey Kings are going to take Orin off the table for Simp Squad. Really like that. The Ziggs banned away from Mokey again. That pick is just not allowed through. It's really funny to me that Ziggs is such a common ban in these tournaments, but I kind of like it. Yumi gone. Speaking of my fucking Yumi over here, is running it down, trying to alert everyone. Yes, hi Maya. Hi. This is pretty silly. Importantly to note with Yumi, it's Mia. That's it. Senna taken off. I do like that ban. I expect to see either a set first pick or ban in the first rotation here as well, because that champion is also just, he's been giving so much success to the teams he's been drafted on. Very, very strong champion. Pretty effective on ARAM as well, as it seems, because he's got so much regen. And there it is, the set ban. We just have to see what Simp Squad is going to take off the table. Probably the Malphite, because... Yep, there's Malphite. Your team can have that. Yes, Maya. So now we have the first pick. Sean probably looking for something. It's actually Vhagar locked in. So not immediately in the direction of Wombo, as we expected before. We'll have to see who the Vhagar goes to. I don't believe Sean's a Vhagar player. We'll see. Simp Squad's comp is about to start forming. Probably going to grab some of their critical carries and at least one tank in the first round. That's what I expect. Morgana going to be locked in for some crowd control. Kind of this backline supportive mage. I do like it. Jinx picked it yet again for Pegasus. Pegasus has managed to get his hands onto Jinx every game in this tournament so far. You want out, Maya? Maya's kind of reducing the hype. Okay, 1 second. Maya! Maya! Yes! I know! That's what you want, yes? That's what you want, yes? That's what you want. Oh my god, okay. You're banned. You're banned, Maya. We're done. Look at the goblin pretending she wants out when she doesn't. She's lying. Lux going to be locked in for Pineapple. Very good pick for her. And Dr. Mundo probably for Sean. Gonna trade that with grab. Blitzcrank grab for Tears. That is incredible for them. I'll be right back for the second game phase. Maybe someday that cat will recognize that, like, scratching at the door and yelling gets her kicked out, but that is not today. Ezreal going to be the first ban for the side of Simp Squad. Professor Zaz is not playing, but you never know. Mokey Kings may have another Ezreal player.
The joke on you.
He named his Imperial Kurt Cobain. Nice. Shaco banned as well. It seems like Simp Squad has like a pretty consistent setup for their last few picks. Like Pegasus has one of the last picks. Omega has one of the last picks as well. Right. Caitlyn taken off the table too. They do not want to give Simp Squad a viable Mokey Kings rather, a viable marksman. We'll see if they end up taking that in the first place. Yeah, it was Johanna.
I see you lack judgment.
And finally, Kale is the last ban. So that's kind of interesting. They are going to grab Spongier's Nautilus yet again. Pretty good pick for them. I'm just looking for the... Yeah. Mokey here. Mokey blue. Alright, the overlay setup. Almost forgot to do that, so that's my bad. Amumu and Misfortune are going to be taken here, so that does continue the trend of Wombo that Mokey likes. They're going to root everyone up into the Amumu ult, have Lux Laser, Misfortune Ultimate. That's more along the lines of what we want to see. Yeah, that has been pretty consistent. So I expect, like, either another... I expect a more DPS-oriented mage. Cassiopeia has been huge for this team. We're actually getting Silas, so they can get some Wombo of their own. So, Simp Squad going to grab themselves a melee champion here, melee carry. Whereas I expect the farm to be funneled into Morgana and Jinx for them. In terms of... So it actually is Sean playing the Veigar. No, it's not. No, it's not. That's what I thought it was for a second, but Sean on Mundo makes a lot more sense. Rem on the Veigar. So I do expect we're likely going to see Veigar and Misfortune get most of the farm. Lux can be a little less farmed and still function well. So that's probably what we're going to see from the Mokey Kings at the very least. Because an important consideration on a 5-stack Howling Abyss game is considering who's going to be getting the CS and when. Like who are you going to funnel more gold into? Who can survive on less gold? Because everyone's still going to get some with all the creeps dying around them. That's always an important consideration here. I'm excited. This song's a banger. It's such a good champ select theme. Like, it's honestly really good. So, Simp Squad is actually kind of going in a bit of a different direction. Full Yordle is Resident Sleeper. Full Mundo. That's interesting. Yeah, Simp Squad has a bit of a different look today. Of course, they have the hooks that they enjoy playing. Good engaged tanks. Solid backline here. The Silas and Morgana really is interesting to me. Silas is a lot more aggressive in your face. Trying to boost the, like, kind of trying to boost the all-in potential of this squad as well. Even though, like, they were very good at outscaling last time. Running a bit of a different game plan. Mokey Kings. I honestly think they are less Wombo-oriented. Like, the Dr. Mundo inherently does not really contribute to, like, just one-shot combos. I'm interested to see how he works out here, because there's going to be a lot of sustain. Sean's just going to be trying to tank as much as he possibly can, but there's not really a lot of poke on Simp Squad. It's more so just catch. Summoner's Rift. Pepe D is so good. I'm so glad I got BTTV. What a great idea. What a brilliant plan. Well, that I agree, and that's when we commented on that earlier in the draft. But it's not like it's the only thing they can do, because you remember the comp they ran the other day had like Malphite, Yasuo, Lux, like it was all about just big death balls. Whereas it's less of the sole focus of their comp, and now more so just something they can do. Yeah, it was pretty gross. I do like seeing the permaban on Malphite. I think he's an insane champion on this map. We're just about to get into game here, ladies and gentlemen. Very, very close. I'm super excited. Yes, this is a draft ARAM tournament. Yes. All mid. Yes. You'll love to see it. So here we go. I'm so sad. Like, Isopods had like It's such a good logo. I wanted to see that on my screen too. Mokey Kings have a really good logo, but I don't like how it's cropped. I'm gonna have to talk to them about that for next time. So I don't want to get rid of the artist's signature either, right? That's kind of a dick move. So let's take inventory of the summer spells here. A Mumu running Guardian. Misfortune with the Dark Harvest. Aftershock Vagar is a bit interesting to me. Trying to get tankier on this pick here. Lux running Dark Harvest. We are seeing a decent amount of marks coming out from Mokey Kings. I do like to see that. All the melee champions on the side of Simp Squad also have mark. I think this is a very good idea. Glacial Morgana. Yeah, so Simp Squad is really about the all-ins. With support and peel for their backline. So they can win that, like the extended fights. Because if they can survive that Amumu MF and Lux Burst, then surely they come out on top of this one. So, loading into the Howling Abyss here. The game is just about starting. We have 2 commencing stopwatches here. Nautilus is thick. Precisely. BF's coming out from the Marksman here. Hextech Revolver from the Silas. Lost chapters for most of the mages so far. It's actually going to be a Guardian Orb onto Morgana, taking advantage of the ARAM starting items here. That's going to give quite a lot more mana regen, which is helpful. Guardian Horn coming up from a Mumu as well, and it looks like Hooker of the Void is going to be going for a Lethality Misfortune build. That's Brooke. It's funny, I don't know, we just have to call them. Mokey Kings have found some players with very interesting names. I really like that. That's going to be an early hook. Chain into more CC on the Dr. Mundo. A Mumu tries to go in to help his tank there. Law ends up going pretty low on the Silas. Without quite as much sustained Sponger taken out on the backside too. And that's going to be a lot of damage on his Simp Squad. Not the engage they would have wanted. In fact, the bounce. First blood over to Misfortune. Username going to go down there. The fight is continuing. Red at level 3. Return Fortune flash out. Another Lux binding. Double kill into Misfortune. Law goes deeper on Silas. Kingslayer gets some more health. And that's going to be a triple kill for Misfortune too. But Mundo finally does go down to Law 21. Huge for the Mokey Kings. In fact, in the confusion, we also had a death onto Jinx. 4-1 for Mokey right off the bat off a scuffed engage from Simp Squad. Unfortunate for them. So, Misfortune has a lot of money already. She's very, very fun. 3-0-1 right off the bat. Just thinks immediately team fighting. That's the fun of Howling Abyss. Like, you can just load into game and have a team fight. Being a team fight's Remedy gonna get hooked up. The kill credit goes over to Morgana here. Nautilus trying to get more started. It's like, hey, we've got some extra items. You do not. Law trying to fight here again. Good light findings consistently coming out of Pineapple here. Here, they have a shot available soon. 3 seconds on hook. Sean rooted up once more. Mark goes forward. Username gets the kill on that. Cheater's going to go down yet again. Nuts. Finally down. A root onto Pineapple's stopwatch used. I didn't realize it could be used so fast. What the hell? Is that a bug? That shouldn't be usable yet. But apparently it is. Pineapple gets the stopwatch off. There goes Rem. Pegasus splashing out and not going to find the dark matter onto anybody. It looks like a spicy int. But it also does help him cash out a little bit. Rem, unfortunately, did not have the most gold. Gonna get some boots, and that's the end of that. Now, if I'm Mokey Kings, I want Misfortune to, like, just farm up a little more and then die as soon as possible. That being said, Omega just suddenly got very strong in the Morgana, and we know it's going to be a mage-style Morgana given the Glacial Augment. We're probably going to see GLP win Shadows, looking for more engagement there. I think the most interesting pick this game is the last pick, Silas. I think that really creates like a style of team comp we haven't seen so far in the tournament. They're just looking. Ultimates available for 2 critical members of Mokey Kings. However, ultimates available for everybody on the side of Simp Squad. So there'll be a binding onto Misfortune. Pineapple does have the shield though. That's the good thing. If you're going for an enchanter, shielding is more useful than healing. My hair looks terrible, I just realized. While I'm fluffing though, there's the end of Misfortune. Shut down for the Jinx. Primordial Burst available from Silas. Has stolen that, but Joss stops him from killing. Depth charge from the Nautilus. A move, flashes forwards, roots up in the entirety of Simp Squad. Law is going to be the one to go down, but the health bar is very, very low. And Mokey King's username flashes forward. Soul Shackles onto 3. Gets the stun onto Mundo. That's going to be a double kill. 2 kills so far. Run very low. Sponger goes in deeper. Dark Matter going to be enough with the Primordial Burst. Shut down onto username. So both the most important members of both teams die at the end of that. But a little more Simp Squad favored. Not over yet though. Pegasus is trying to limp away. Sponge is down. 8 and 8 at 4.5 minutes. That's really crazy actually. Oh, that goes very, very deep. Combined with the bullet time of Misfortune. That's going to take Law near death, which for a melee champion, really, really bad. I should cast Worlds. Yeah, that'd be the best caster of all time. See, I never trip up my words, ever. I always pay attention to what's going on. It's perfect. That's a little deep. Rem's tanking tower aggro, too. Here's the good catch onto the Veigar. However, the scary thing about this, both teams have some scaling drafted. It's Jinx for Simp Squad, Veigar for Mokey Kings. I'm so excited for Fiddle. You have no idea. Fiddlesticks taught me how to jungle. He was my first ever jungler. I played him like right back when I started playing the game in Season 6, so I've got a lot of nostalgia for that champion. And he's able to play support nowadays. They're trying to preserve that a little bit in the rework. Like, Riot's gone on record to say that. They're balancing around jungle first and support second. Kind of like how Senna's support first, AD carry second, right? And with the way Fear works now, could be very... Like, I'm hyped for him. Just everything that's core to the champion is still there. That would be horrifying. That'd be really, really scary. It's time for an item check now. We've got an Oblivion Orb onto the Veigar. Not going to finish him last chapter. Trying to pierce through whatever magic resist that the tanks are starting to build, like the Negatron Cloak on Sponger. Infinity Edge complete for Jinx. Wind Shadows rushed before GLP, actually, for Morgana. And, well, don't be fooled, Winter. The current strategy with 80 carries taking support items, that's support Senna. That is them playing Senna while their other bot laner goes something unorthodox. Tears actually manages to get right in the middle of their death charge from the Nautilus. Silas has stolen the Amumu ult, which is going to chain into 2 kills for Simp Squad, but the bullet time on the back end going to get 2 more. Soul Shackles takes out the Misfortune, avenging the rest of the Simp Squad. Pegasus is pretty far forward. Veigar is able to get a little closer. Dark Matter not going to land. A flash binding from Omega going to finish off Remedy. Exhaust burn from Pineapple, but not going to be enough to save the Veigar. And Simp Squad finds another fight they like. That's a lot of damage coming out there. Pineapple keeping herself alive with the Prismatic Barrier. And Simp Squad is posturing to push down this tower. Probably not going to get it off this push. Mokey Kings are all still alive. Mark doesn't land. Do you really want to kill Omega though? 1,700 gold on this Morgana right now. Hooker has 1,300 gold. Lux, obviously, very, very strong, but it looks like Pineapple's actually starting to get some enchanter items here too. Blitzcrank back in the realm of Abyssal Mask, trying to get Morgana's damage up a little bit. Blitzcrank is going to struggle a tiny bit actually getting into the front line, but at the very least it boosts the damage on whoever they're trying to hit here. Mokey King is trying to pressure the tower a little bit. They have better push between Veigar, Lux, Misfortune, where Pegasus can't really step up to the amount of CC they got. Some damage. Oh, Amumu pulled into all of them actually. A lot of CC coming out here. Bullet Time trying to save Amumu here, but the Super Mega Death Rocket going to get a kill from Pegasus. Now, most of Simp Squad is very, very low. A hook landing onto Mundo. Mundo is going to be able to get bursted down a little bit here. Not tanky enough just yet, as Morgana sets up more of a kill. Tears gets the kill credit for that Doctor Mundo. 2 down for Mokey Kings. But that's going to be Sunfire done for Amumu and Spirit Vision for Dr. Mundo. Wait for another hook. Going to land it. Pineapple caught up here. More damage. It is a pick comp when you really think about it. Less front to back, more pick, or more pick oriented. Speaking of ticks, though, Pegasus isn't actually going to take much damage. Rem doesn't do too much. But we're going to see an interesting pickup from Mokey Kings. Pineapple has built a Mikhail's on the Lux to try to save someone from the Morgana bindings. Oh yeah, no, both of their hook players are pretty good at the champions they play here. I am. I'm gonna grind back to diamond as fast as I can. If possible. Both teams just kind of sustaining with the health relics right now. I think Pegasus needs to die soon. Yeah, 3,300 gold on the Jinx. Going to be able to come back with boots and Runons. Probably not tier 2 boots though, so Pegasus does want to stay alive just a little bit longer. That'll work. Hell yeah. Team squad's looking for something. Morgana's going to take a lot of damage here. Nuts finding a bit of an engage. 2 fights really going on both sides here. Law has bullet time for the Silas. Going to start landing on 3. Miss Fortune taking very low by the death charge, but manages to get to a health relic here. Simp, or Mokey Kings trying to like kite back a little bit, but the re-engage from Amumu. Law caught up a little bit. A cleaver going to take him out. A kill from Trash King Arisen. Sponger trying to escape right here. He's running away from Dr. Mundo. He's starting to take some tower. I go, but Mundo, you're not that tanky against physical yet. Pegasus gets out of the way, but no! Primordial burst from the Vagar, catching the Jinx outside of the bullet time. And it looks like the first tower is about to be taken by the Mokey King. May sacrifice the Mumu for this. First tower goes over the Vagar. Good job, Winter. That's going to be a hook under tower for Lux, who could have tried to make Chaos herself, but there would not have been any damage there. Mokey Kings are trying to suicide to buy their items here. They're all just going to like sync up their backs here. Unfortunately, a lot of gold with that goes over to Sim Squad. You'll see that Pegasus did manage to back in time to get Runon and Berserker's Greaves. It's actually a Leandry's next from username. Sponger trying to execute here. Will get the execute. That's what you like to see. And an Abyssal Mask done from Nautilus as well. Both bolstering the damage of Silas and Morgana a little bit, but the effect does not stack, I believe. Or does it? I don't know if it does. That's probably something to investigate. Anyway, Mokey Kings do get the back. Again, not the best back they could have taken because they all had to die for it. Pineapple's starting to get a little more damage. Now, she was one of the best carries for Mokey yesterday. I want to see if the Enchanter items do hurt their chances of winning here. But it is a decent idea to have some supportive capabilities on this map. Both teams have 2 thick, beefy tanks and 3 predominant carries. And I will point out the gold is going into Jinx and Morgana. Silas scrounging up what he can. Meanwhile, most of the gold from Mokey going into Miss Fortune. And hooked up, quite a lot of CC. Mundo might not be able to survive this. He has some tenacity, but not enough. The Death Rocket takes out Trash King. Mamu ultimate lands on just 1. Rem has left and reconnected. Mokey does not actually pause here. Rem gonna get hooked up again. Primordial Burst not getting any more. Death Charge landing onto the Misfortune. And the exhaust not enough to save them. A clean ace for Simp Squad. Triple kill for the Jinx. And their marksmen are doing so much for them. Rem having a few internet issues. We'll have to make sure that the Mokey Kings know they are allowed to pause. Jinx excited off a structure here. Sean up a little too close. His team's not alive. And Mundo's going to fall for the 8th time this game. A tragic outcome so far. But it looks like Mokey may be posturing for a re-engage already. Amu's kind of floating up there. Looks like they're going to think better of it. Sim Squad's going to share the health relic here. The synergy of this team is just through the roof. This squad plays together so much. Yeah, I can see that. That's extremely interesting. Law steps up a little close, though. The Black Shield is going to keep him safe here. No engage for Mokey. Rem still has yet to complete a Lost Chapter. Starting to build Savage. Here's a little close. Blitzcrank finally down. Mokey find an initiation. But username flash forward. Not enough time to get a stopwatch or anything off. Just immediate death. Law very close to the end. Full time immediately canceled by the Nautilus. Taking pretty low. Pegasus flashes forward. Kills him this force from the backside. Law staying alive as long as he can. Vagar is not going to die here. Unless Sponger. Close. Going to mark forward. Getting the Riptide off. Trying to kill more. Pineapple very low. But Sponger does not get another one. Mundo saves his mage here. Mokey have an opportunity to push. Very aggressive and well played on the back end of that from Simp Squad. But the fight just started out in favor of Mokey. That's going to be a rapid fire completed on stage. She's got 4 items. Final Spark used to push the wave. It looks like Mokey is not going to get to the tower soon enough. I think Pineapple should have executed. But there's no opportunity now. Was that an Ignite? No, it looks like it was just a Leandry's burn from a Morgana pool. Shut down on Deluxe. But on the plus side, Ludens is done. There's still not going to be a Zanya's from Morgana. That's just going to be Morellonomicon. Why do some items get announced in normal games? Some of the completed items, like, have actives or effects that are really significant for how the rest of the team should be playing. I don't know why Death Cap is announced. That's going to be a catch on a nut. First the Sad Mummy is available. Going to be used here twice, in fact, once from Silas. Primordial Burst onto a full hosting is not going to take her out. Law getting more damage here. Simp Squad is just trying to bully their way through. Mundo falls. Hooker is next. Pineapple last man standing all of a sudden. The hooks are just winning Simp Squad the game. And a sudden ace out of seemingly nowhere. That's going to be GG for Simp Squad. The Excited Jinx is going to burn down these structures. 1-0 for them in 16 minutes. GG, well played. Alright, exciting game number 1. We are going to get an interview going. I don't know who we're going to pull in. I'd like to interview Law if possible, so I'm just going to go into the interview hell call. Alright. I'm probably pulling in Law. Who wants an... Okay, we're going to do an interview here. Hello, you have been drafted.
Yes.
So,
Hello.
1-0 for the Simp Squad. We saw an interesting pick there with the Silas. Can you tell me a little bit about that pick?
So I wanted to save the Silas for last pick on purpose just to see what their ults were.
Mhm.
Because based on that, we could figure out what they're going for, and I could either counter engage or just trying to pull something that would like disallow them from doing their full combo.
Right. Okay, yeah, no, it was definitely a different look for you guys here with just the entire, like a full pick comp for the ARAM, really. So we're starting to see Simp Squad look like a very flexible team in what they can play. Do you think that is going to give you the edge over Mokey?
I think overall we are very flexible players into what we can do. I never have mained a champion. I know other people have main champions, but I kind of just play every champion in that way that I'm flexible and I can adapt to what our team needs or not. This time it was more of a mage than the assassin, or next time it might be 2 ADCs or something of that sort.
Right.
We just kind of play off what we think would be good as either a counter or as something to work with our benefit of who we have.
All right. Well, I really, really do like the creativity coming out of you guys. 1-0. We will see if you can keep that trend going in the next game. Good luck. Thanks for the interview.
Thank you.
Oh, fuck. I forgot to set up the Be Right Back screen. That was pretty silly of me. Let's see. Simp Squad was red. Oh, perfect. It's already partially set up for me. Thanks, Isopods. Okay. So, 1-0 from the Simp squad. You're not a Katarina main, just everyone knows how insane you can be. That's pretty good. Also, see you later, Winter. Thanks for being here. We will be right back for an interview with Mokey Kings after the break. I'm just going to get myself some water, let myself refresh my voice. Followed by Game 2 of Simp Squad versus the Mokey Kings. Game number 2 is just about to get underway, ladies and gentlemen. Before we get into the lobby, I'm going to have a quick interview with the captain of Mokey Kings, Trash King Arisen. Hey, Sean.
Hey, yeah.
I heard you've been voluntold for an interview.
Yes. So, I want to start that off by saying we got fucking wrecked.
Yeah, so we saw the Dr. Mundo coming out from you, a very good champion for you ordinarily, that really did not seem to work on Howling Abyss. So can you tell me a little bit about the comp you guys built with the Mundo?
Oh yeah, I fucked it up.
Oh, oh, that's it? Just...
Essentially, I thought I was banning and I was going to ban Vigar, and then I picked Vigar by accident.
Ooh.
And, well, Rem can play Vigar, so we stuck Rem with Vigar.
Oh, no, that's unfortunate.
And, then if you saw halfway through, Rem disconnected, like, twice.
Right, so you guys are allowed to pause if that happens.
It was so quick that it didn't seem like a
It didn't matter,
Ooga Booga moment. And it was unfortunate because Rem was lagging, so he couldn't get his rune pages switched over. So despite, like, listen, the win was earned and it was well fought.
Oh, so that's why the Aftershock Vagar came through.
Uh-huh. Yeah. So, we were a little crippled, but we didn't treat it like we were crippled. We weren't gonna make excuses for if we lost, because, well, that's some Boobla Yulug shit. And what happened was we lost fair and square, and now we're gonna win the next 4 games.
Hell yeah, you're gonna win so much that you're gonna win the next 4 in a best of 5.
Yeah. Did I fucking stutter? Toad Goblin?
Fascinating. All right, good luck, Sean. Thank you. We'll see if the next game in draft goes a little better. All right, so that was Mokey Kings. I am about to get the lobby set up. Simp Squad will swap to the blue side this time around. You start through a reliable internet? Hell yeah. Just gonna invite the captains here. Boom. There we go. No, don't shout 3 at Jin. He hates that. That's a no bueno. Teams are being formed here, so we're just getting ourselves started. So I'm interested to see. It definitely did not look like the conventional look for Mokey Kings, and now I understand that they just made a mistake. It is what it is. So I'm curious to see if they just go back to the straight wombo that they're kind of known for now. Game 2 hype! How are you doing, Steven? I'm going to take the opportunity to swap around the tournament display. And that's going to be Simp Squad is on blue. So that becomes a 1. Alright, that's everyone ready. The teams have set themselves up. His favorite number should be 4444 because of 4 4s. You know, that checks out. That makes sense to me. I think we're pretty good for that.
Fine. I don't need more enemies.
So I expect we're probably going to continue to see the permabans of Set, Senna, Malphite. Although I want to see if... Jinx banned out. Set, Senna, Malphite, you have to believe, are just blue side bans at this point. Like, because if blue side doesn't ban them, then red side can take them. Oh, no, shit. No, that's the opposite. No, red side. If red side doesn't ban them, then blue side just gets one of them. So it is kind of surprising to see the setup ban immediately. There's Malphite yet again. Blue side is continuing the trend of those 3 priority bans. May grab Malphite right away. That one they can leave up and force Mokey to ban that. Silas actually is the ban, despite being a situational counter pick. Law is first pick. And they're set exactly the first 3 bans that we expected. I am surprised that Simp Squad didn't want to leave any of them. Ornn taken off the table. Now that would have been a first pick right away for Simp Squad for sure. So finally forcing Pegasus onto something that isn't Jinx. I do like this adaptation from Mokey Kings, but Blitzcrank does stay up. I think I would rather have seen that or Nautilus banned than the Silas, if I'm being perfectly honest. We are now considering some stuff for Sean. I want to see, like, the Wombo. Is actually Ezreal locked in? Possibly for Rem? So actually, it looks like Mokey's starting to pay some respects to Simp Squad, starting to adapt more of a backline style, and that's Morgana locked in too. So right off the bat, this team does not scream Wombo to me. This is front-to-back, poke-oriented gameplay on Howling Abyss, which I do think is quite strong. It's a valid strategy here. You're sad about the Ornn, Vega, or Yuumi ban? Okay, who plays Yuumi on your team, though? Leona now locked in for Sponger. We're getting even more big dick engage tanks. Oh, you were going to, really? Interesting. So that does leave Tears here with a Janna. Are they have drafted 3 supports so far. Are they just running a support comp? Okay, Pegasus is going to play something that carries hard, I imagine. So what I would like to see from Mokey Kings, I think they have to ban Cassiopeia. Brand is going to be taken by Nut. Yasuo, I don't know. I think Law can play Yasuo. And the Blitzcrank may be traded around. Well, they're not big knockouts. Nautilus going to be taken off the table, expecting Simp Squad to get even more of a front line than they already have. This is an interesting comp. Mundo is going to be banned. I know Sean can play it, but I don't think that's the most effective pick on Howling Abyss, so I'm surprised to see that ban as well. So I want to see Cassiopeia banned here. Or Aphelios. Like, they could put Law onto the Aphelios. You can't consistently get, like, a 5-man Janna queue.
More of a dog person.
In fact,
huh?
it's actually more supports being banned. So that leaves the biggest carries for Simp Squad up. I think that's a huge mistake from Mokey Kings. We want to see what Simp Squad throws their last ban to, presumably towards Remedy or something. I would like to see the Fiddlesticks gone, but they already are pretty AP heavy. And it's going to be Mordekaiser, actually. So, what Simp Squad needs carries, and Mokey needs a front line or sustain of some sort. Some engage, some way to get fights going beyond the support line. Something that can take Mark, pretty much. Because you do need a little bit of melee. And there's the melee! Sean's going for a Lowy. Jesus Christ, it's a Kog'Maw comp. It's a Kog'Maw comp. And Omega's gonna round it out with Rumble, perhaps? To just create some extra zone control while being a massive DPS mage? Oh, this is such a cool comp from Simp Squad. Brooke is considering the last pick here, hovering Darius at the moment. Maybe a big beefy tank in the Maokai. I think that would be a decent comp, or decent pickup here. The other Juggernaut, also not the worst thing. There's a lot of peel between Leona Janna here. Scion. Okay, I like that, because I was going to say, if they locked in Darius, it's not the worst thing ever, but I would consider the draft advantage to go over the Simp Squad here. I think Scion is a much more reasonable place to go with that. There's a lot of trading going around here. Yeah, Sean gets the Alawi. That's going to be Pineapple's Morgana, Brooks Ezreal, Rem's Brand. Sean's Alawi is pretty good. So the Rumble is actually going to go over to Law, who I think has been a pretty good carry for them. Maya, you can't come in here on every bathroom break and then complain that you can't get out. You can't do that. It's not allowed. She can and does. Yeah, no, the big downfall for Simp Squad, if that Kog'Maw dies, their damage is very low. Of course, I do like the insurance policy with Rumble. I think that's a very smart pickup here. But again, like if both of them somehow die, Simp Squad loses the fight. True. Maya. Come on to the desk, you're gonna give me an aneurysm. I think it might be AP Cog, very doubtful. I think they need they need sustained damage. Well, their whole comp would be sustained damage, but like, why draft all of this if Cog is just gonna poke? Into Scion Alawi. I think that's a poor pickup here. Because AP Cog works, but he's never the primary marksman or damage. He's an artillery mage in that case. And Simp Squad does not need an artillery mage. Maya, who do you think is gonna win? God, her dumb face is so wonderful. When she looks at you from the right angle, she looks so... Like her eyes look empty. It looks like there's nothing going on back there. Simp Kings. Aiden cheering for some of his former teammates. You like to see it. You gotta love it. Cats, thank you so much for the host. Really appreciate it. Maya, you have to chill just a little bit, okay? Can you do that? We know there's a reason. Maya loves attention. Also, the real reason is she loves shoving her face into me because she loves me. So you can actually see her right now. Oh, hi, she found a hand. Are you gonna sit on my mouse pad? You know what? I'm gonna move the mouse. Here you go. There you go. You can have that space right now. That's okay. I don't need it right now. For once in your miserable life, you can sit down right there and it will not be a problem. Please do it. Oh my God. I do it. god, cats, that's so cursed. I like it. I like your style. Well, speaking of cursed, I'd just like to point out that Mokey Kings do have 2 players named Nut in the Void and Hooker of the Void. So, very on brand for Sean's team, I think. We haven't even been talking about the drafts at all. We've just been talking about Maya. When am I getting a Maya cam? When I have space for Maya and when she stops moving around every 3 seconds. It is not possible to have a Maya cam right now. I could try to put one like to the side, I suppose. But yeah, with this current setup, a Maya cam is probably not a great idea. Okay, I can give a bit of a Maya cam. Here we go. There's the Maya cam. Are you guys happy now? Are you guys happy? Oh, Mark on the Rumble, too. Yeah, the cat's very good at League. She's like iron. You're iron, Maya. Okay, you're gonna fuck up all of my audio if you do that, so I have to grab your tail. Let's take inventory here. Rumble running Comet. I like it, but Rumble does have like some very short-range poke, which could be a little risky into the Scion. Whoa! Alright, I guess everyone leveled up, guys. Trying to boot up Spotify. Oh my god. Level up, level up, level up, level up. So we're seeing the we're finally seeing an enchanter going on here. Maya is Medios.
Welcome to the Howling Abyss.
Potentially looking for something right away. No. Wait. Omega's running Guardian of the Sands Janna, which is the skin he earned from winning the last tournament. Great arcane shift from Roku. And Tears forced to flash immediately. Wow. That's unlucky. Oh yeah, we're gonna move this back into a reasonable spot here. Red dot. Oh god. So, importantly to note, we are seeing a bit of a continuation of the no flash meta. We've seen this a couple of times in the tournament. Scion running Mark Exhaust instead of flash. Oh my god, I can then. That's allowed. If you win the tournament, you could get Star Guardian Zaya. Look at the Bramble Vest and a Bramble Vest onto Scion to try to mitigate Cog. So they are already trying to counter the team comp here. Trying to play to their strengths, as they would like to say. If we play to our strengths, we'll win. If they play to their strengths, it might be difficult. God, I like the Morgana thread. What Morgana skin is that, by the way? I actually just realized this is the first time I've seen him skin, and I don't know what it is. Yeah, that's the 5. So we may see this go a little bit longer here. Especially if Mokey Kings take this game. But so far, they're just kind of splitting farm across all their members fairly evenly. Meanwhile, look at the side of Simp Squad. Almost all of the CS is going straight into Kog'Maw. A little bit to Rumble, but most of it right for Cog. A Blackthorn promo. Oh. Yeah, the chromas complicate things a little bit. It's kind of funny. You know what? I don't hate Guardian of the Sands Janna as much as I thought I did. I'm seeing it in game now, and I think it looks pretty alright. I kind of like it now. Just looking for some Howling Gale poke. It's one of those things where like you can have a very negative first impression of something, but then it really isn't that bad, and you kind of start to like the time goes on. Equalizer just about ready. Level 6 is online soon. That's the thing about Howling Abyss. The games get very explosive, like very early, because everyone gets ultimates very early. So So far 0-0 though. This game's a lot less bloody. Both teams just trying to get some poke off. Not trying to engage or fight. Or Simp Squad's not trying to engage or fight before their Cogmon is ready to. Mokey Kings is running more of a poke comp, so they're just trying to deal with that. Why refillable on Blitz? So you can just keep getting sustained every time you die, I suppose. 19 CS on the Cog, 11 on the Rumble. Meanwhile, the distribution is a little more even for Mokey Kings. Everyone getting a share of it. That's one of the things to continually comment on. That could be a flash shield on a Sean, but a big equalizer on a Rumble. Here comes the first fight of the game. Knock up for the Alawi before the Divine Judgment can come in. I don't know the name actually. Going to get slain up there. Let's crank very, very low, but not burning down to the Brand ult, in fact. A lot of abilities used, but that is going to be just one kill. Leap of Faith, that's what it's called. And yeah, fuck. Kill all of them. Somehow the Brand passive gets stacked on top. That was a full burst. Yeah, I even played. Very big monsoon from Jana. Yeah, sorry I didn't commentate it. I got very hung up on the name of Alawi ult and then kind of confused me. Not gonna lie. Definitely a mistake. It's funny, but oh well. Yeah, because like the reduced healing on ARAM doesn't matter if it's very massive healing. Yeah, well, both these teams are playing more defensive, more measured games than we used to. Omega might be close. No! No decimating smash onto this Janna. I think Omega's starting setup is pretty decent. I have a setup I consistently go for enchanters on ARAM. It's going to be Forbidden Idol, Boots, Double Fairy Charm, and 1 health pot. I think that's one of the best to start. If you're going to be building full enchanter anyway. Yeah, not too much to say. We're gonna have to take a look. Sean is building the Black Cleaver first item. And I'm pretty sure Simp Squad has caught on to the game here. Immediate flash from Alawi action. Great hook from Blitzcrank. Equalizer onto everybody. Solar Flare catches even more. Pineapple going in deep. Soul Shackle's available. Going to fall as well as Simp Squad finds 4. Off of 1 Blitzcrank hook. Thanks, Aiden. I feel like you have to get tears off of this Blitzcrank. Like, he's gotten it so many times and it's won so many games in this tournament. Or just in general, Simp Squad has gotten this a lot. Another hook lands onto the Alawi here. It's going to be an unstoppable charge. Big damage from Scion here. Leap of Faith comes out from Sean, but dies before you can really do anything. Cogmon forced to flash. Scion still trying to step forward a little bit. Sponger going to try to peel that off. A mark lands onto Rumble. Dark Harvest comes out. That's going to be a kill. 1 for Brand. However, that does mean Rumble's able to spend his gold, and there is quite a bit of gold there. Kog'Maw still unkilled. Ardent Sensor built for Janna, and Liandry's built for Rumble. In fact, you almost want to die in this case if you're Simp Squad. But there is a Demolish. Mokey Kings does towers very quickly. Scion going to be grabbed up here, not tanky enough to withstand that, and that's going to be a kill for Blitzcrank. Just keeping the Scion off of their Cosmo for now. Not trying to get a little more pressure for the Mokey Kings to push. That's going to be a Monsoon forced out of Janna. Boss stepping forward to the Flame Spitter, going to burn down Brand. Fire, baby! You'd think that shouldn't work. Just torching Brand to death? You'd think that's not a thing you can do. I guess you can. True Cup Barrage comes out. Ezreal's at full stacks of the Rising Spell Flux. I don't want to fight here. An immediate Decimating Smash canceled. Blitzcrank pulls Scion in. Failed engage for Mokey Kings. And here comes an equalizer. Ezreal burning down to the Leandry's may still fall here, barely limps away. Trash King Arisen, the kill credit goes over to Sponger. Remedy trying to get more here. Pyroclasm available, but I'm not going to cast it. Flash hook right under Captain Remedy, and silence that Brand is going to be snuffed out. Kog'Maw is very, very low. You think Pegasus might want to die soon. Very, very low on the Kog'Maw, still unkilled. 4,300 gold in pocket. If Pegasus ever dies, there will be hell to pay for the Mokey Kings, and that may be why they're trying to keep him alive, actually. Despite all this, Mokey has a superior push. It looks like they're going to be getting first tower. There's at least something, but there's a commanding gold lead unspent. Another hook onto Scion. The front line just can't deal with Blitzcrank here. Law gets that kill. The Leaf Fit comes out here. Sponger burned down for the brand. 1 for 1. Ilaoi ult is not available. Trying to shield up the tower, but it's going to go down. Mokey Kings gets first tower. But every single Blitz hook that is thrown just lands. Tears cannot miss. A silence on the 3. Blitzcrank still going forward, trying to dash. No flash available here. Monaveria comes out to keep him safe. Heart of the Hooker of the Void is pretty damaged to Shot Barrage, trying to get more back. Law, very, very low, just trying to trade. Pegasus gets the kill. Law's not going to go down here despite being 2 HP on the Rumble. One forced to flash out as well. That's a big slam. Misses the shout. Knocked up there, and Law limping away yet again. A big Monsoon keeping the team alive. Sion's not having a good day, I'm not gonna lie. Isn't that just Evelyn? Evelyn's not even Void, though. Now, Blitz may have bitten off a bit more than he can chew. Here's finally going to go down to Morgana, binding Sean. Gets the kill on that one. This could be the opportunity for Mokey Kings to get a fight started on their own terms. Still, Kog'Maw is just on his starting items. Pretty weak overall. But Simp Squad's playing very defensively, not giving them the opportunity they want. Will they keep Kog'Maw alive? Pegasus is actively trying to kill himself here. They're trying to ignore him, but he's going to try to burst someone down here. Sean knocked up. The tornado prevents that. Finally, Pegasus dies. So does Law at the hands of Pineapple. Sean going forward. The hook going to pull him under. Nut in the Void will perish here. Tears and Suffering gets that kill with the static field. Just running down Sponger at the moment until you think that's too close. Nope, not too close. And Mokey Kings, despite being very far in the hole, actually have equalized the gold. Getting some towers here. Good hook from Tears. He's gonna get trashed in here, but the Leap of Faith going to slam down on Sponger. A soul ripped out of Blitzcrank. Turns out robots do have souls, and that one's getting beaten to a bloody pulp. Equalizer comes out, trying to save the tower here. Ezreal first to flash out. That's some big damage coming out of Law here. A double kill. Soon to be a triple kill. Burn down there. A quadra for Law. Rumble comes up huge. Meanwhile, Kog'Maw, yeah, good observation. Came back with Runons and Rageblade fully stacked in that fight. Traded their Janna, but she's going to get herself that Fiend's Unholy Grail. And Mokey Kings were crawling their way back in there, but they made a mistake. They killed Cog. Omega shouts, no Penta, no skill, taunting his own Rumble. I love it. Guys, I think Protect the Cog with a supplementary Rumble is working really, really well. The gold, yeah. Let's take a look at the gold they have. Kog'Maw has 8,000. Rumble has 9,000. The closest individual amount to that on Mokey Kings is Remedy on Brand with 7,800. Absolutely brutal here. I don't like the early Morellonomicon from Pineapple. I'm gonna be honest. I don't think like the healing reduction is super critical here. But Mokey Kings trying to catch a Law here. Going to do a lot of damage. Monsoon not enough to save. Equalizer comes down, trying to burn them down. The fight is not going to continue here. Pineapple flashes forward. Donis in the Soul Shackles. Not the Void going to go down. Usually gets that particular kill. Blitzcrank taken very low here. Solar Flare not going to get any more. Sponger almost beaten down by the Scion, but not quite. Ezreal going to dash forward here. Trash King Arisen finally gets credited for killing Sponger here. That's going to be the tier 2 tower. The carries are not both dead. Pegasus is still alive, but this Kog'Maw is very, very low. Inhibitor going down for the Mokey Kings first, actually. They don't give a shit about the amount of kills. Blue Inhibitor destroyed. So basically, how this game look, okay, Rem's just going to fall here. How you win this game of Mokey Kings here? Uh-oh, giving a lot of kills over to Cog while trying to buy here. Triple kill. 7-1 and 14. When Pegasus dies, it's going to be a disaster. So basically, if you're Mokey Kings and you want to win this game, oh, their logo's not here. What the hell? Excuse me for a moment, guys. So if you're Mokey Kings, you want to win the game by just taking fights. Like, you're going to lose some fights, eventually actually have more gold in pocket, or like spent on items. Then you can win one team fight and use your superior push. But next time Pegasus dies, it's going to be bad. Like, Kog'Maw has to die soon. He's sitting on 2,600 gold, so if he wants to spend that item, it has to be soon, or it's going to be too late. Simp Squad does need to take the towers, yeah, but if they can hook someone, then they can win the fight. Equalizer is available. Objectives over kills. That does seem to be what they're going for. But, yeah, if Kog'Maw dies, it's going to be very, very, very bad for Mokey Kings. Unless it's an opportunistic moment for them to kill Kog'Maw, where they can just end the game immediately. So fortunately for Simp Squad, they do have quite a bit of tools to deal with the super creeps. Rumble does a lot of damage. Missed mark from the Alawi. Sean not going to get that one. We're just kind of watching Mokey Kings posture for, like, pressure. Trying to get some positioning. Definitely making a comeback. Right now. Like, oh, there we go. Sponger trying to go in here. Just a little bit of a trade. Sean flashes forward with Black Shield. Leave a fight. Zion following up here. Nexus is taken very, very low, but Sean is going to get knocked back for the Blitzcrank, taking a lot of damage. Sponger going to finally die to the Rem. Pyroclasm was used, getting a bunch of damage down there. Pineapple up a little too far forward. It's actually just 1 for 2. Simp Squad favored. But the void goes forward. Not going to land the Destiny Smash on Kog'Maw. Going to get knocked up twice, in fact. Falls down to that. Lost stepping up a little forward. Sion trying to get more, but knocked up yet again by Blitzcrank. Not going to get anything else. And another botched engage by Mokey Kings. Fortunately for them, Kog'Maw does not die. That's huge. Great arcane shift. Tear splashes forward, forces the flash out of Hooker of the Void as well. Brand Blaze does actually transfer from the Blitzcrank to burn down Janna. Popping there. Mark, on a remedy. Law going forward. No Zhonya's. Zhonya's available for Rem, not for Law. Going to keep him alive for a little bit. Kog'Maw gets another kill there. Very, very low. True Shot Barrage goes very wide out into the Abyss. Nothing more here. Sponger just trying to disengage the fight. Cover for his team here. Stunning the Alawi. Pegasus dies to the minion. Running after Ezreal. Kog'Maw is going to be gigantic here. Mokey Kings are not prepared to push entirely. Actually, 4 of their members are right here. They're trying to get it going. 22 seconds left on Pegasus. Rumble's alive, though. Monsoon trying to push them all the way. Username just trying to get some pressure here. But Equalizer burns down the Ezreal right away. Crushing over the Leap of Faith comes out here. Can he sustain enough? It's stunned up. Silence not going to get any healing. Sion pushing forward. Deathwing Smash lands right on the Sponger. Can't escape from Leona's in the way. Quadra kill for Law. No pentakill. But that is the second quadra of the game for Rumble. Pegasus is alive. Blade of the Ruined King done. Lord Dominic's, not Lord Dominic's, Last Whisper rather. With Knight's Vow completed on the Blitzcrank to keep him going. Ardent Sensor and Redemption and Shirelia for Janna. Kog'Maw is gigantic. That may have been their opportunity to win the game, and the Mokey Kings have not capitalized entirely on it. There was not enough time. So Simp Squad is now going to try to shove down the tower here. They do have inferior wave clear. flashes forward. Trying to get the stun there. Pyroclasm gets a little bit of damage, but it does not fully stack Blaze on anybody. Unfortunate Pyroclasm there. Not going to be a lot of brand. Still have not long though. It's already almost a third of the way back up. Kog'Maw with almost 100 CS now. Rumble at 77. You can really see where the farm is going on Mokey. Flowey taking quite a bit of it, as well as Ezreal for Mokey. Inhibitors here. Mokey King's going to try to push this one down yet again, but the Solar Flare Equalizer combo is available. Monsoon also up to protect Kog'Maw. Kog'Maw's flash is down, but heal is available. I wonder if Barrier would have been the better choice for ARAM. Although self-healing is still totally fine. So you get the move speed as well. Nut on the Scion. Potentially looking for a little bit more. Here comes the engage from Scion. Unstoppable does not manage to get anything more. Equalizer on the entire back line. Law's going to burn out as much as he can before going down to the Ezreal. Sean dashing forward and everything here. Omega very, very low on the Janna, but Kog'Maw is untouched. Pegasus is godlike, taking out 2, taking out 3 with the Scion now. Ezreal still going. A triple kill for the Kog'Maw. Look the Void, blocked up by Sponger. Going to be a stun, going to be a knockup there. Flash forward and an ace for Simp Squad. Inhibitor stand. Kog'Maw 100% full health. And they're going to try to push down the inhibitor of Mokey King. They have the wave clear. Rudolance is available for Kog'Maw. He doesn't have to worry either about anybody killing him while he's shoving the wave. They're going to have to try to get this very fast. Rage Blade stacking up. Is Cog enough to just get this? There are demolishes available for the supports here. Kapow, kapow, tier 2 down. Mokey Kings is alive though. Now there's this 3-man section of Simp Squad going to try to pressure. It would be pretty crazy to do that, but not. They're going to back up. Should have taken backtrack. I forgot about that. That was a pretty cool summoner spell. So interestingly enough, I want to point out, Brook on the Ezreal is going for some crits. We have a Zeal completed there. Might be a Phantom Dancer? Ooh, no mark from Scion. 1 in 10 for Nut. Having a bit of an unfortunate game so far, but still getting some decent stuff done for his team. 1 in 10, the assists do matter. That's going to be Shirley's pop from Omega. Big equalizer on the Mokey King. Losing face, going to try to disengage that a little bit. Sean burning down. Maw going to get that kill. Rev is in the backside, going to die to Pegasus here. The front line is going deeper. Double kill for Law. Potentially a triple kill. Sponger taken very low by Scion. Locket pop. Double kill for Pegasus as well. Both carries coming up huge. And that's the triple from a Rumble in the backside, catching the Ezreal. Going to be an ace. Inhibitor going down. The soonest death timer is Trash King on 13 seconds, but is he allowing with no ultimate going to be enough? You have to imagine Simp Squad's just going to keep pushing down here. Focusing on the first Nexus turret. Launch top. Here's the second one. Sean is just now spawning. Is he going to go for it? No flash available. Simp Squad trying to end. Redemption comes out to heal them all up. And that is the Nexus down! Simp Squad blitzes down the Abyss. Manages to take out the Nexus there with their fantastic scaling. And a double carry comp comes up huge for them. GG. Okay, we're going to interview Mokey Kings first, because I think they had a very interesting game plan going there. Interview hell. Alright, who's coming in from Mokey this time? Aiden wants to see a reverse sweep from Mokey. Alright. MMK interview time. Aiden wants pineapple. We're not going to do Sean again. Can't be Sean every time. That's kind of lame. Not that Sean's lame. We like Sean, but... Discord frozen. Hello? Okay, yeah, we're going to bring in pineapple.
What happened?
How are you doing, Pineapple?
Hello.
So that game, we actually saw the Mokey Kings put up an interesting fight where like you were like decidedly behind in kills, and yet you constantly found your moments to just get a boatload of objectives and stay pretty even on gold the whole time. So even though you ended up losing in that game, can you tell us a little bit about like finding your moments to engage there and how you stayed in despite it looking like you were so far behind?
Well, when it looked like they were going on Trash King, like, as far as, like, the way I saw the fights happen, I would, like, spell shield him, and they would already have blown, like, 3 things on him. And
Right.
so I was able to come in and, like, ulti. So, like, yeah, we were dying, but then their 2 carries would back off. And so we were like, okay, well, let's not kill them. We'll just go for the tower. We just kept going for the tower, kept going for the towers.
Right.
that's
No,
how
it was like a strategy of keeping the carries as weak as possible because you're just leaving them alive.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, once Rumble, like, existed more, like, he just did so much damage. So, and, yeah, and then Janna, like, kind of fucked up the Scion. There was just kind of,
Right.
like, there's some countering there, and the burns. God.
Right. Well, even though you guys did end up falling, that was the first time we have seen a strat like that in this tournament, taking advantage of the fact that you can't recall. So
yeah.
there's some very good things coming up from you. Now, we have some fans in the chat hoping you can reverse sweep this one. So, now that you're a little more aware of the general game plan of Simp Squad, and we're probably going to see a couple changes, do you think you can at least push them and deny that 3-0?
I think we have an idea of kind of, like, what they've been going for. So, I think we definitely have a big chance. Like, I think we could definitely come back.
Perfect. Thanks for the interview. Good luck. I hope this game 3 goes better for Mokey Kings. Okay, so I should probably drag Pineapple back in the sub me, and yeah, exactly, Aiden. That's precisely what they want, I'm sure. So we're just going to get the display going here. I need to rest my voice yet again. We will be back for an interview with the victorious Simp Squad there. See if they can push themselves to the sweep, which would be kind of funny, because then this would just be a tournament of sweeps. I hope that doesn't happen. I know Mokey Kings has like their moments of brilliance, and I want to see that really come up. So, everybody, I will be right back. We will be here for game number 3 of the Abyss Cup Finals. Match point for Simp Squad. All right, game number 3. But before we do that, we've got an interview with Simp Squad. I've got to check out. Okay, SMP, who's coming in? Just gonna check with them. Yes, I am a ghost. I thought we knew that. I died last week. Alright, I haven't interviewed Spongy yet. Let's go.
Oh boy, it's me.
It's you. How you doing?
Good.
So we
Good.
were seeing some serious dominance from Sim Squad coming out so far. With
Yeah.
with the Protect the Cog comp, with the supplementary Rumble, I really enjoyed seeing that one.
Yeah. Yeah, that was fun.
So, you have to imagine at this point, Mokey Kings is pretty aware of the style you guys like to play with your thick boys, right?
Yeah, I guess they could see that.
So in a world where you don't get the same sort of thick boys, do you think your team synergy and preparation is enough to get yourselves the next win for the clean sweep?
Dude, our fucking team synergy is to the, like, none of us actually are, like, even fucking, like, I don't even fucking know what's going on. Just my head's just TV static constantly, and it just somehow works because we all got, like, we're all tuned to the same channel for whatever reason, right? This shit just kind of works. This is, like, every night we play at 2 a.m., and it just fucking works. We do the most dumb shit, and it just kind of works out for us.
So
I just listen to whatever they tell me to do. I'm just like the little minion, all right?
Oh my god, I love it. Speaking of dumb shit, does that imply we're getting some sort of cheese in this next game?
That's a good question.
That's a good question. I guess we'll have to find out. That was the best interview. I love
Tune in
that
next
one.
time.
Quality. Right away. All right. Well, good luck in the next game. We'll see how game 3 goes for you guys.
All right.
They're a hive. They're bug conservatives. No. No. Okay, I did copy all of this, correct? Yes, I did. Okay. The isopods now want them to win. That's pretty funny. Okay, so we've got MMK versus SMP, game number 3, tournament draft, Howling Abyss. And here we go. I just noticed, like, the fucking mod wall that's going on in chat right now. Holy shit. You mod your most active viewers. I don't necessarily do that. We have so many streams, like, with few mods in them. No sword fights. That's dangerous. You guys don't have powers to just mod everyone. This is just champ select music. Oh my god. No, I've got an idea. Guys, let's play the fiddle theme. Let's do the fiddle theme. Just came out today. That's 2 R's. That's an R from me as well. Both teams are ready here. Mokey Kings on the blue side this time around. What do I like invoking fear? It's fun. I have a lot of nostalgia for Fiddle. A phase Pifu account for the fuck's sake, guys. You have 1 account and it's level 2. Or maybe 3 at this point. Blitzcrank finally banned away. Thank goodness. Good call from Mokey Kings. Do not let Tears get that again. Sponger is also a Blitzcrank player, by the way. They have 2 Blitzcrank players, and Blitz has been so good for them. Brand taken away from Rem because they don't want to deal with that one again. Now, I want to see if the bans go so far in the way of adaptation that Senna, Set, and Malphite stay out. Because if they do, that could be really, really big for some team here. Jinx taken away from Pegasus again. Malphite banned right there. And there goes Ornn. Well, Pegasus had Jinx in every game except the COG game that we just saw. And it's been so good. He was undefeated on it. So either Senna or Set are getting through the bans here, by the way. And it's Set that's going to be taken away. Just no bans here. I think that's a smart one because Sean would have first picked Set for sure. Galio is actually the first pick out of Mokey Kings. Interesting. Galio showing his face here is super cool. Does Law pick the Senna? I honestly expected. I think there's Senna players on Simp Squad. And it's really good. So I feel like you kind of have to grab it. 0 seconds counting down here. Whoa, whoa, Mordekaiser all of a sudden locked in. That seems like a panic pick. They ran out of time. They had to grab something. It is Mordekaiser that Simp Squad ends up taking. That would have been nuts. Yeah, Galio and Abyss, not bad for sure. Malzahar being hovered here from Sponger. So Simp Squad is definitely changing their approach by the looks of it. We're not seeing the same amount of beefy boys. Meanwhile, Mokey Kings are going for the beefy boys. There's some primary engagement of the Alistar. Yasuo locked in here. Primary engage from Alistar, follow up from the Galio Yasuo. That is a Mokey Kings comp, ladies and gentlemen. What? What happened? Huh? Oh, I got some... We got a mispick. Oh, the Mordekaiser was a mispick. Oh, this is bad, though. Because it comes after other things were seen. You can't bail on champ select after a mispick if other things have been locked in. What the hell? What just happened to Rise? When did Get Jinx come on? Hello? Same. Okay. Same. Under LCS rules. What? Why did Get Jinx just come on midway through Rise? What the fuck? Attack on Titan? What? What the fuck is going on? Alright, something weird is happening to my Spotify here.
What's the worst that could happen?
Look, guys, all your boys like Get Jinxed. That's a Star Guardian song, Jacob. Are you for real? No, but that was on my phone. You don't have my login.
Hey, never pick a fight you can't win.
So, Simp Squad is now forced into the Mordekaiser. They're going to have to see what they're going to do with it. Because here comes Ward. Yep. Malzahar, followed by the Alistar, followed by the Yasuo here. So our Champ Select done being remade. Master Yi here as well. This is where champ selectors dodge. So now we can start seeing new things. It's going to be Scion coming out from Tears. Damn, very unfortunate. What if they just never picked? If they ended up just straight dodging, we'd remake until that point. Instead of locking more, locking nothing? I mean, I guess so. If we think about it that way. But let's look at the comps coming out here. Darius and Ezreal are both banned away from the side of Simp Squad. Yeah, I can't let Simp Squad, like, change their pick after a mistake there, especially with the Veigar being a mistake as well. We'll have to clarify the rules around champ select mistakes, I think, for my tournaments in the future. So we'll refine that a little bit too. Janna taken away. It looks like they are not going to want to go for the Kog'Maw again because they don't have the same amount of support for it. Misfortune being considered. Xayah was also hovered. I think the Misfortune would be pretty solid here. And that is Misfortune locked in. Potentially Lethality as well. Pineapple is potentially hovering a Soraka, and it looks like they are now going for the Wombo with the style of, like, supportive elements here. Callisto. Oh my god. I like what they're doing here. Sean is probably going to have to go magic damage on the Galio here to get through the Scion. Double Marksman coming up from Simp Squad. We've seen this one before. They're pretty good at it. And we'll have to see how they can navigate the mistaken Mordekaiser. My speaker's covered in, like, a thin layer of dust. And it's cat hair! It's not dust, it's cat hair! Well, it's also dust. God damn. Now, Callista is really something I'm interested in seeing here. I think that's going to be a spicy pick. Can't wait to see how the final match of the Abyss. Yo, do you think this is the last one already? Do you think Simp Squad got it even with the mistaken Mordekaiser? I mean, Unser had some success on Isopods with Mordekaiser yesterday. It was definitely going pretty alright for her until it wasn't. That was the mic and cat hair. Hell yeah. She breaks so many of my adapters. It's insane. Not a lot of color on the side of Mokey Kings. Like, just look at that. It's all, like, blue tones. Sort of. That was her team's fault, though. Fair. Fair. No, Unser was pretty good yesterday. Telling you reverse sweep Mokey Kings may be emboldened by this. You think so? If he gets tilted enough? Ooh, I hope it's not one off the back of tilts. That would be unfortunate. Off this game. Yeah, no, it is possible that if he gets tilted off that, then this game could be one for Mokey King. But that's part of being a competitor, keeping a cool head. Dealing with just whatever comes your way. It's difficult. I'm not saying it's easy, but, like, that is part of being a competitor. I'm so, like, this song, I still can't believe this song never got into a login screen. This is such good champ select music, actually. It sounds exactly like the style of LCS songs, but like, just the Dunkmaster Darius stuff. Well, they've used Galio's theme for champ select, actually. I was thinking of writing my own champ select themes at some point for my tournaments. That'd be pretty cool if I could do that, huh? Pantheon's did. Oh no, it didn't, did it? No, didn't Pantheon's get a login? Oh, it deserves it if it didn't. Pantheon's theme is so good. Like, Pantheon's literally makes me more excited to play the champion. Tragic. So who do we think Kallista's going to bind on the side of Mokey Kings? Oh, fuck, I didn't. Oh, no, I made a mistake. I didn't swap their sides yet. There we go. Woo! Probably Yasuo. I'm thinking Alistar is a very real option. Basically allow the Alistar to get in, engage, knock up, get him out as Galio's coming in. That could... Because you don't really want to pull Yasuo away while he needs the ulti here. Both AD carries are running for heal here, actually. I think this is a weaker comp out of Simp Squad than usual. Like, Mordekaiser, not necessarily at fault here. I think they could have made a work around the Mordekaiser. We'll just have to see what's going on, though. Very interesting setup. Black Spear available from Kalista. You don't want to run away too fast. Who gets killed? I think they're level 3. They might be. They might have just leveled up, guys. It's Alistar.
Welcome to the Howling Abyss.
Rem going for the, no! He stopped the cowbell!
Vengeance is at
Yeah, sure enough, Alistar is going to be rooted, or is going to be bound. So interestingly enough, the teams have now swapped Scion. Because, like, that was Simp Squad's strategy last time with the Scion. Or that was Mokey's strategy last time. Simp Squad is now running it. Seeing if they can have a little more success. Pineapple going for Goth Winter Soraka. I like it. I just like seeing Soraka in general. The Lost Chapter is interesting to me, especially post-Lunar. Although that is the strongest form of healing she has. Work on the Yasuo. It's gonna be interesting. Because Mokey Kings had Zaz on the Yasuo last time they did this. And they're good at running Yasuo comps even without Malphite. Or we'll have to see it without Malphite. I'm not going for the engage right there. Simp Squad's playing very back, very measured right now. Ding, 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 ding. If Simp Squad wins this game, they go on an undefeated run through the entire Abyss Cup. And they will surely be the strongest team in that case. Land the tornado right onto Omega. Arcade Caitlyn Prestige, too. We got username in the drip. I keep alternating between calling him Omega, which is like the Discord name that everyone actually calls him by, and then username, which is his league name. And I'm sure it's getting confusing at some point, but Rem is actually caught up by the Death Grass here. Fox forward for a Pulverize, trying to get something on the back end, knowing he's dead. Caitlyn is still there. Big taunt from Sean, though. That's going to be a burst of damage. Double kill from Galio. Yasuo taking super, super low. Pegasus is trying to get a little more damage down, but it's not going to be fatal to Galio. Big play from Sean. I didn't even know this man played Galio. Caligator, how are you doing? Good to see you. Let's go Simps. If Simp Squad wins this game, then we hire an artist to fix their logo. That's what we should do. Rem going forward to the mark, knocking up Law a little more. Good pulverize there. The taunt's coming through on Mordecai, and there's going to be a kill for Callista. Now, a big Q on the Pineapple trying to get her sustained up here. Sean is coming up huge this game, honestly. It'll be ready. Now, the Fate's Call is available here. Here's the combo they were looking for. Galio gets a knock up off the back of Alistar here, but the Malzahar dies. Nethergrass is going to be enough to confirm the death there. Last direct on to Caitlyn. They're getting very aggressive. Yasuo's surely going to go down here, but the Ignite was there to burn down Omega as well. That's a 2 for 2. The combo didn't go as well as Mokey Kings would have liked, but still decent fight for them. Rem with more pulverizing. We've seen his Alistar a lot yesterday. It was very solid. Going to trade his life for misfortunes. Now, Nut is pulled into the death realm. Callista versus Mordekaiser. Soon going to hit an edge, so Mordekaiser still is going to be able to smack. Here comes Obliterate! No! No obliteration here. Taunted up by the Galio. I see emerges, and wow! The sheer amount of spears in that Mordekaiser from the Rend. Just chunks him down. Law is probably tilted from the missed pick. So yeah, Mokey Kings for the first time in this series, starting out the game on a good foot here. They're really looking solid. Sean on the Galio especially is a very pleasant surprise. To give credit where credit is due, I think he's playing pretty well. No, Mark is here. Rem is an infamously aggressive Alistar, and there he goes, popping the ultimate, keeping himself healthy. Law is in the middle of a bunch of them, a big taunt, lands on 2. Bunch of damage comes up. That's going to be another kill for Callista. Nut is on a rampage for 0-3. Now, Colossal Smash is not here. Sean, worth pointing out, still going through like the flash of strategy. Rem, still willing to give his life for more. Sponger is going to pay the price for that one. How the Callista's? Or sorry, that's Yasuo rather. In a questionable spot, going to limp away. So Brooke's okay. Pineapple going to try to heal her. Error 2000 every 10 seconds. I have that on mine. Oh, hold on. That's critically important. I haven't dropped any frames. If there's an issue, it's on Twitch's end. Big engage here. Sean probably going to die for the fight. The taunt does not come through very long. Wish not enough to keep Galio alive, a tiny bit late. Windwall, the Caitlyn ult is going to be absorbed by the cow, but a massive bullet time keeps everyone very, very low. So they're not dead, they're arguably worse on Howling Abyss. That's going to be, oh! Bad synergy there. Rem flashes forward, but then immediately gets called back by Callista. Pegasus is going to die for the play, but it could have gone way, way better. Yasuo suppressed up by Malzahar, Death Realm there. Law gets Callista's stats. A big smack onto the cow as well. Mokey Kings watching her engage. With him Sean though, with a mark. Smash on a username. Taunt on to 3. A double kill for Sean. Potentially a triple. Knocks up Sion and to block that. Ignite coming through. Barely. Triple kill for Trash King Arisen. Which are words I honestly did not expect to cast today. I'm gonna be honest. That's kind of mean-spirited, but Sean's playing very well. Gold may be re-equalized, yes. But Callista managed to buy. Out of Blade of the Ruined King online. Of course, the top lane Callista strat of Sanguine Blade would be terrible on ARAM, so we don't have to go with that. I don't even know if Sanguine Blade is available on this map. Rem goes deep. Does not get the knockback he's looking for. Forced to pop ultimate. That's an unfortunate fight for him, but we all know how aggressive he is. Sponger takes up Pineapple. Rem pulled forward by the Mordekaiser again. Tears. Looking for a smash. Big taunt by Galio. Not really going much. Yasuo gets a knock-up off the back of it, but last breath is not available. Not usable there. Is up now. Just came up. What's Sion's money at? Sion has 3,200 in pocket. Pineapple builds a Ludens is now the least item. I don't know if I love the Ludens here. Big last breath from Yasuo though, we don't have to talk about that right now. Not the boy gets a 6th kill of the game on the Caitlyn there. He's engaged from the Yasuo in a 2v5 situation. They find one and they're fine. Oh. Kalista a little frightened of the Malzahar, but he did not have ultimate available. Ends up using stopwatch. It's like, oh shit, I jumped into Malz. No, you're okay. Oh. That was a bit of anti-synergy there. That messes up his engage. But going to Sean, trying to capitalize on it. Follow up engage from the Galio. That isn't what the comp is built to do. Kill onto Raw. A lot of spears right there. I don't think Rend is available though. The cooldown is here, but Scion limps away. Tears is going to live another day. Brook going for something big. No last breath. So, the Goons, or sorry, rather, Mokey Kings. Keep wanting to call them the Goons. I've been good about it until now. But Mokey Kings, they want to scrap. They want to fight. That's their whole reason of being. They run Wombo comps. Cow is going to save here. For a second. Cow goes deep. Rem going to engage. Not going to finish the combo onto Pegasus. So Pegasus not dead here. Tower downs are fun to watch. Oh yeah, Howling Abyss is so just aggressive whenever it's on the same stage. Especially Mokey. Like they just like going at it. Immediate nether grasp onto the Yasuo. He goes zip, zoom, dead. He cannot dash out of suppression. Sorry to say. A flash in the username, not able to get Pineapple there. The barrier on Soraka, that's why you run the summoning spell there. There's going to be 2 for them to avoid, and the flash is engaged from Simp Squad now. Mokey Kings is saying, no, you are not going to sweep us. We are staying in this tournament. Off the back of this Kalista, Sean playing out of his mind, quite frankly. 9, 4, and 6 on the Galio. And now Mokey seems trying to get the first tower regardless of the cost. Pineapple, ooh, there is a flash coming out. That's Ring Smash saves it for now. The tower's on literally 2 HP. Pineapple decides to die more. It's probably a good decision there. Rem's very, very low. Probably just actually going to engage with this mark. I genuinely believe he will. But no, he actually won't. Rem's sitting on 500 gold, so he doesn't want to go back, but do you have much of a choice? I guess if you have a Soraka, you kind of do have a choice. The health relic's keeping Alistar up for now. And I like the gold distribution. Alistar and Soraka forfeiting gold because they survive on support budgets here. Marksman and Malzahar getting most of the budgets. Mordekaiser's kind of left to defend for himself, but you know what? Like, if you're giving gold to your backline carries, I do agree with the strategy generally on AMR. Especially if Mordekaiser's got his message of sustain here. And Obliterate here. It's a single knockup. Not a good Galio ultimate. Does not land on anybody. He's botched engage from Rem again. But the taunt lands on one. I'm trying to go for more. Pulverize may be available soon. He's kind of walking at them. 2-man Pulverize. Rem's going to go down here. Yasuo is in the death realm, but going to kill Mordekaiser within it. Immediately to die once he engages Pegasus outside the team there. Pegasus, the username very, very low on the Caitlyn. I'm just used to Pegasus being the marksman, right? And it looks like Lost sold his Gunblade and bought a Rylai's. So I feel like this is a symptomatic of tilt. He's not really thinking of the items he needs. He's now behind and is like really gonna try to play a more supportive style. I feel like he probably is a bit tilted at the very least. Let's take a look at the Kalista here. Kalista does have 5 ranks in Q and E. Wow, I didn't even notice she was level 13. That's pretty nuts. Yeah, the highest levels in the game are Kalista and Scion, and the tank's not really who you want to be the most leveled in this case for Simp Squad. Rem by far the best on those local games, but that's just how it be, you know? Oh, you do, yeah, little 13 at 12, no? Nuts. Experience is trying to get way the hell out. Another manages to get the root, but Mokey or Simp Squad decides to engage. Just making smash almost lands. The bullet time does not go anywhere. Big last breath from Yasuo. Giant taunt. Mokey turns that around very quickly. He's still jumping around, not taking any tower aggro. Clean ace in a triple kill for the Trash King yet again. 12 forward 8 on the Galio. Demolish onto the tier 2 tower. They're probably going even deeper here. Inhibitor going to go down as well. Massive turnaround from them. They don't even lose anybody. Remedy's trying to execute now. He's tanking a lot here. I would rather not execute, to be honest, but a Nexus tower's down. They're going for a second one. The Rudin bursts on the Equinox on the Caitlyn, but, like, 2 knocked up there. No lost breath. Pineapple going down here. They are getting a triple kill to Omega, but I don't believe Omega can die again without the game being lost, so this gold might not mean anything. These are the 2 most coordinated teams in the tournament, and we are finally seeing Mokey step up and get their advantage that they wanted in one of these games. Big call, knock up the Alistar for flipping. Here's the combo they want. Ooh, from the Galio ult. Grand, like, Justice, whatever the hell, Galio's here. Demacia, baby. Malzahar going to suppress Hooker. So, there's, like, Yasuo does not get anything more, but the last breath was enough. Mokey King is playing on the offensive in the rest of the fight. Malzahar super low. On the backside, Law is trying to get some more done, but Kalista takes him out. Pegasus is knocked back in by Remedy. Zion is the last man standing, and this is GG. Mokey Kings will keep themselves in the tournament. They will not let the finals end in a sweep. Kalista very low. Rem tanking for the Kalista though. It could feasibly be not over yet. A double kill for Omega. No, he's downed, and that will be the win for the Mokey King. Simp squad defeated. Finally, not going to go undefeated in the entire tournament. Their sweep is over. GG for the Mokey Kings. Alright, I have to use the washroom very badly, so I'm not going to do the interviews right away. Give me a moment to set up the be right back. So we are now 2-1 for Simp, still in favor of Simp Squad, still game point for them, and we will be right back and see. We ain't going down without a fight, exactly. I'll be right back. All right, we are back for game number 3. Before game 3 starts, though, we will do the interviews. I'm going to bring in probably Rem for this one. All right, I'm now joined by the most aggressive Alistar in North America.
Oh my.
How are you doing, Rem?
I was not expecting that. Hello.
Okay, so that Alistar, I feel like the game plan was just if my mark or Q is up, I go in. Like, am I
Flash.
wrong? Or Flash.
Or Flash. And then Callista, it was amazing.
It was
I love
pretty
that.
good. So yeah, no, you have played Mordekaiser, or not Mordekaiser, you've played Alistar twice now, correct?
Yep.
And in both of those games, we've just seen raw aggression and wombo potential, which seems to be, like, the most powerful strategy for your team. So can you tell me a bit about just, like, what is going through your head when you're, like, borderline inting and winning all these team fights?
I just want to bring more cowbell. I want more cowbell. That's the only thing going through my mind. And these people don't have cowbell. They need more cowbell. So I
Oh,
bring it to them.
fantastic. That's so good. Alright, so you guys are not out of the tournament now. With that win over Simp Squad, it breaks their undefeated streak. And
That
so, does that inspire, like, some extra confidence in you guys that maybe you can get that reverse sweep off here?
Oh, we never lost our confidence.
We never lost our confidence. That's what I like to hear. Alright, congratulations, Mokey Kings. I will see you for game 4.
GG.
Okay, we are probably going to bring in... who did I interview? I interviewed Laud and Sponger. Let's bring in Omega this time. Hello, how's it going? I picked the wrong one. He's not here. I think he's AFK. I will try the captain instead. How's it going?
His mic was screwing up, actually, so he was good.
Oh, does it always? I feel like it does that every time we try to interview. I'll get the interview next time, though. So,
Okay.
we had an unfortunate hiccup for the Simp Squad with the mispick coming in there, but
Yeah, not good for him.
not good. But we all know you guys are still a very, very strong team. So, let's see the momentum kind of broken. How do you guys intend to get yourselves going back into game 4?
Well, we'll just not mispick, I guess, and go with our original plans. Yeah.
Right, because your
Right.
original plans have been pretty solid so far. So, I guess I don't really have a lot more to ask. Just don't mispick Omega Lulz' chat.
Yeah, basically.
It's that simple. It's that simple. Anyway,
Yes.
we will see. Draft should probably go better this time. You guys are going to be on blue side, access to some of the power picks here. So,
Right.
well, I mean, Mokey King's now putting up a bit of a fight, but we will see if you can come back into this one. I really didn't have that many questions for you guys. I just wanted to know a little more about how you navigated the mispick.
Yeah.
Actually, no, why don't I ask that? Like, how once the mispick was confirmed, like, how did you guys end up navigating that?
Well, originally we did want a front line, so we just kind of sat with it like, okay, we can use here ideally, and to lock out other, singling out champs is what he does. So we could try to work around that with Mal's as well.
Okay.
But yeah, that did not end up working.
Okay, but there's still, you didn't, like, it's good to hear you didn't just give up immediately. Tried to work, the mark of a good competitor there, and I'll see you guys in game number 4.
Right.
Good luck. So, that's both teams there. They're both just about ready by the sounds of it. Exactly. So let's see. It's going to be SMP on blue side, right? Yeah, because Mokey was just blue side. Okay. SMP versus MMK. Game number 4. We are going to game 4 in this tournament. That's pretty exciting. And just giving them hope. Vagar's never a Vagar just knew the evil in your heart. He's like, I have to get picked here. I have to. Is this Snowdown? Yeah, Snowdown 2018. Good old Snowdown. Actually, I'm gonna like specifically choose the Champ Select song, I think. What's a good hype song? Ah, there we go. I'll just wait. Add to queue. Perfect. Except Vagar. No. I don't want that. I don't want Vagar jungle for Clash. That makes me angry and upset. Okay, so the teams are just kind of organizing their pick orders so far. We still have Mokey Kings getting the rest of them in there. We're missing the Voids. Here they come. What do you mean meat? What form of meat is here, Steven? Oh yeah, Aiden! Vionda. Okay, I'm just gonna skip through here. We're getting the Galio theme. That's a hype champ select theme. So Simp Squad going to try to make the run back here. Lost one game in the tournament finally, but we know this squad is very powerful. We know Mokey Kings are not going to go down without a fight, so game 4 should be very explosive and exciting, I expect. That's what you like to hear. Brand's taken off the table right away. Blitzcrank going to be banned away again. I still agree with the decision to keep this pick away from Simp Squad. Very, very good for them, you know. I'm turning this up. It's too low. Let's go, everybody. So that's going to be Senna taken off the table again. The big power picks here. Malphite may be left up. We don't know what they're going for. Potentially a set too, because Jinx is now banned. If the next 2 pit bans are not Malphite and Set, then one of them is available. So yes, Set is coming out here. May force Mokey Kings into banning Malphite themselves, but no, actually Ornn is still up as well. And Malphite first picked by the Simp Squad. That's the fun part. We actually have like semi-predictable bans. We actually have consistent power picks across all the teams. Like it feels like a much higher level tournament because of stuff like that. It's just so exciting to watch the drafts like that. Because they know what'll be coming. Malphite locked in first for the Simp Squad. Huge pick for them. Yasuo is then immediately locked in by Mokey Kings. This is a pick that has given them quite a bit of success here. Remedy is now going back to the most aggressive Alistar in North America. Mokey Kings wants the... they want their Wombo yet again. Right, but it's banned. It's pick banned, basically.
Yep.
We then have a Swain picked up by Simp Squad. So Simp Squad almost looks like they're fighting fire with fire. Oh, Jesus Christ. Tarek is locked in the Abyss Cup. So somebody is going to just not die. They want to wombo off Malphite and be invincible. So I fully expect a marksman to come out of Pegasus here. Vayne is going to be the next pick from the Mokey Kings. So that's kind of going in an interesting direction, because I don't really see Vayne as wombo follow-up, but she can kind of isolate people at the end of it, I suppose. So Janna is going to be taken away from Omega yet again. Galio banned away. You don't want to give Sean that one again. He's so good. You should have locked in Ori, but that would have been cool. That would have been a big fight. A big scrap here. Both teams going for just death ball so far. I still expect a backline from Simp Squad because they just prefer to play that way, by the looks of it. And there goes the Yuumi as well. Imagine Yuumi Tarek on one team. Gross. And finally, the last ban is Lux, denying that away from Pineapple. Morgana's still available, though, so she might go for that. They have left Pineapple the last pick this time, although there's still some trades going around. But presumably, I mean, we know Sean's not playing the Yasuo. 100% that does not go his way. So Cho'Gath is going to get locked in here, and that Cho'Gath could be Sean's pick here. Kog'Maw makes his return to the Abyss, paired with the Tarek. And I don't know exactly what we're going to see here, like a beefier tank, or... Because they've got Malphite is their go button. It's only one engage right now, which is not ordinary for Simp Squad, but it is like a bit of a different style. Never Move can, of course, find a few picks, so Swain is kind of like the hook mage, which is why I like seeing Sponger on this, and they go for Gangplank, actually. I guess trying to pair the Cannon Barrage with Malphite ults? So Gangplank's a cool lock in here. I like seeing that. Finally, Pineapple considering her last pick for the Mokey Kings. Soraka looks like it may come through. It is going to be the run back on Soraka, trying to get this going again. So it's Law's Gangplank, Omega's Malphite, which makes sense because Law does play quite a bit of carries and he's quite good at them. And on Mokey Kings, the picks we've gotten have kind of gone the way we expect. This could still be the last game of the tournament, and we just won't know until it's time, basically. We need Terra, Zillion, and Nivea. What an interesting comp. Because that's not a just revive comp right now. Game number 4. I love seeing Tarek. here. Minoshi, how are you doing? Go Simp Squad! Cheering for the Simps here. Simp Squad have a lot of supports. Like that, friend. They've been doing pretty well. They just came off a loss, but it was their very first loss of the entire tournament. So, we know this is one of the strongest teams here. Mokey Kings are strong as well. They're definitely not going to end that. Minoshi, thank you so much for the Twitch Prime sub. Welcome to the sub club. Really appreciate that. Enjoy your blind emotes. So let's take a moment to really analyze what is going on with both these comps. Because this is no longer pure wombo outside. Excuse me. This is no longer pure wombo for Mokey. Aiden throwing away a sandwich. No, stop redeeming the wasted sandwiches, guys. 20,000 sandwiches gone from 2 of my moderators. That's the best reward. Incredible. So let's take a moment to see what's going on here. So this is looking a lot more like the vague front to back that Simp Squad likes to do, but it's not quite as tank oriented. Like Malphite and Taric can both get very, very thick. And in fact, with no magic damage on Simp Squad, on Mokey Kings, except for a potential Cho'Gath, Taric can get beefy if he's able to go just armor here. Yeah, the Yasuo comp is strong, but it's not as Wombo oriented. Like, if Alistar can get something big, then Yasuo can ult off it. Cho'Gath Q is very telegraphed. Yasuo Wombos are just a component of this comp. It's not... Which does worry me a little bit, because what I understand of the Mokey Kings, that's not their biggest strength. They really excel in just big teamfight combos. Now, I like Sponger on the Swain. He's known for playing hook champions very well. He's been strong at that. And now if he's going to be the magic damage here, then having the sort of like pseudo hook is pretty good. Gangplank is interesting. Law's going for melee champions like quite a bit here, even by accident. How are you doing, Unsir? You're excited to see the show engages? We'll see if Sean's able to pilot that well. Let's take a look at the keystones as we start loading onto the Abyss. Very hype. Very exciting. Sean is yet again going flashless. That is an electrocute on a Malphite from more Wombo. Mana GP does get Serpent's passive. Yes, the ultimate is going to be much, much stronger. Simp Squad could combo that with Malphite ult. Pretty easily, actually. And there's the start of the game with the giant level up text again for some reason. Really don't get why. So let's keep going. Taric running after Shock, not Guardian. Gonna make him tankier individually. Cho'Gath running Grasp. Sean may be going for tank Cho'Gath, and if he is, there's no magic damage, which explains the Vayne pick. But that does mean Taric can get a boatload of armor. Rod of Ages could feasibly be the start of it here. Lunge is close. It's just too large. It's a bug. It's a visual bug. Pineapple using Star Call to eliminate Gangplank barrels. I really like that usage of Soraka Q here. I think it's a good idea. It looks like she's going for the Ludens yet again. Don't necessarily love that. I think there's better things to be doing here. The Eye of Sauron comes out. I love calling it that. It's really called Visions of Empire, though. It's more exciting that way. So right away, you gotta be careful pulling Ren into the Reaper. There's a Taric stun already, but a big follow-up pulverized by Alistar. These teams are going at it already. Giant Taric stuns here, and that's the kind of Taric gameplay we like to see. He is forced to flash in the end. Several summoner throws used mostly from the side of Simp Squad, actually, and so that was really in favor of Mokey Kings. When is Ren going deep here? Most aggressive Alistar, are they? You know it. I mean, some games we haven't had that, but this game both teams just want to scrap, which honestly I'm surprised at, given that Simp Squad drafted Kog'Maw, and they are going AP Malphite. Gotta love it. Ren is able to get a little bit here. A big three-man dazzle, so Taric can engage to a certain extent. Omega's very low. First blood for Soraka, actually, onto Malphite, and that is going to be big. Perfectly timed stop. I guess stopwatch is already available here. weird. Rock bad. No. There goes Rem, yet again, not a good knockback, but like, Jesus Christ, because Alistar just goes, Neom! Which is so funny to me. Just give it time, Pegasus will scale, but Mokey Kings have their own scaling too between Yasuo and Vayne. They have 2 hyper carries. Which could feasibly be an advantage for them over Simp Squad. Mokey just kind of chilling. That being said, Gangplank killing, that's, hold on a minute, Rem steps forward a little too much, as we kind of expect from the Thunder Cow. Right over here. So that's going to be a kill for Pegasus. Go for it. We did have one game, someone drafted Braum and everyone fed the Boros on both teams. Because it's just more important, because then they get mustache. Actually, it looks like Law and Brooke have both spent their Toro snacks. Runger's rooted up here. Only gonna get jumped on by Rem, force the flash. Here's is trying to get a re-engage, only lands onto the Aftershock Alistar. Dazzling not going to get very much there, but the Visions of Empire going to give a couple of stacks over to Sponger as he tries to get tankier on Swain, stacking up the passive here, Ravenous Flock. So we're seeing another situation where it's just easier for Mokey Kings to push. But we also saw something like this in game 2. And in that game, Simp Squad did end up winning because they just had so much more gold. Farm is going the way of Kog'Maw, generally. Not entirely. Everyone's trying to grab a couple here and there. Meanwhile, a Mokey, it's actually predominantly Yasuo gold. And some Vayne, too. They're splitting it a little bit. Looks like Simp Squad is starting to miss a little bit of CS. Snacks are the most important part of Howling Abyss. They're very important. The more Poro snacks you spend, the more likely you are to win. Malphite's ultimate is available. The whole Simp Squad wombo is potentially online. That's Rem going deep though. Going to be a flash there. Not much more of it. He's just kind of not even thinking about that one. Omega's looking for an opportunity when everyone's all grouped up here. Let's go to the last breath immediately. Taric ult comes out little preemptively. Rem is stunned up. Despite the ultimate, there is unstoppable force landing onto just Vayne. Omega does not find exactly the play he wants. Here comes Tears, but that's another flash out. Sponge now in the middle of everyone. Draining a lot, but the ult is now over. Trash King goes down. Rem is probably going to go down, but Swain, little T deep, is going to pay the price for his team. 2 for 1 in favor of Simp Squad. Unless... No, Brooke almost chunks out the Malphite a little more. Pegasus is still getting some autos here. So looking pretty alright for them. I really do feel Simp Squad misplayed that pretty heavily, with both of their tanks forced to just... they just go in and flash out. A little bit of a mistake there. Gold may be even, yes. But the gold leads start to matter. Like the unspent gold matters quite a bit, and you'll see Mokey Kings has quite a lot of unspent. You know what? Both teams have a lot of unspent gold. Rem has spent his gold though. Death leader for the team in basically every game he's played Alistar, and this is why he's just going in, trying to get some damage off. Pretty tanky with the Aftershock. Guardian Horn helping him sustain. Got the Soraka to enable him to do even more crazy shit. So now looking, I want to see what the Swain is going for. It is a Q max. So it's not a supportive style Swain. This is just straight mage. I want to do damage and wave clear Swain. Which, you know, I kind of agree with. What's this thing called again? Yes. Zap! Sorry, it's the left hand. Zap! My mistake. I'm all fishing for some barrels here. Both teams poking and prodding with whatever tools they have, but neither of these teams are really poke comps. They're literally, like, Alistar engages, these little skirmishes are effectively poke. Which is really funny to me. Sponger does have a Rod of Ages. Maxed out here. Or purchased at the very least. Not maxed out. You ever, yes, that's actually a thing that people do on Howling Abyss. If they're able to, it sucks to give your team the gold, but if you can actually execute, then yes. So Mokey Kings are going to grab both of their health relics here to keep themselves topped up. Soraka as high health as possible. You really need health on the Soraka. Otherwise, she can't do her job if you can't run alive. Rem is looking for the engage. May try to get it here. Pulverize, rocking back. 2 in the last breath, but a Malphite ult only catches 1 actually. Simp not finding the engage they want. Condemned onto the Malphite. Omega going to go down. But it's not over. Sponger's going deeper. Looking for Pineapple who lost the barrier. Remedy is still trying to get a little bit more here. Sponger flashes forward. That's going to be a burst, but it's not going to be everyone. Rem goes over for a Pulverize, but no follow-up available. Going to go down. There's more here. Dazzle forces out the flash from Yasuo. Vayne trundling away. The Eye of Sauron coming out a little more, but the fight is going to be over. And that is actually pretty even. Rem going down in exchange from Malphite, who's now able to buy the gold, like spend his gold. Actually, that does favor Simp Squad because Ludens is now purchased for Malphite. It's a Rector state. It's kind of. Oh wait a minute! I looked away for like a quarter second. Big fight. A Pineapple goes down. Brook goes down as well. That is a snipe out of Pegasus. Kog'Maw gets the kill, but now Mokey Kings are going to be able to spend a boatload of gold. Sean trying to feast someone. Triple kill for the Kog'Maw. This is going to be huge when Pegasus dies. Pegasus was the big win con last Kog'Maw game. So we'll see what that keeps going. Because the demolishes are online. They may actually be able to force down the tower just with Taric passive. And tier 1 potentially going the way of Simp Squad. It's down. First tower. Let's do a quick item check. What did Mokey Kings buy? Vayne got a Blade of the Rune King, Soraka with an Ardent Sensor, Yasuo with a Static Shiv, actually. A bit unconventional. At least you're not fighting the Malphite. I don't want to be fighting Malphite. Yeah, no thank you. I hate Malphite. So, Simp Squad going to be a little bit on the back foot here. They had to find a way to get a few of their members dead without sacrificing their tower if possible. Like, take a fight where something like this happens, Malphite all onto the Vayne, force the flash out, pop barrier, Omega flashes forward more. There is a stopwatch available, he's gonna go down yet again. Not the one you want to spend your money, but it is okay. Fight goes in favor of Mokey Kings. They're able to keep everybody alive. But maybe more. Rem going deeper. Ultimate pop. Last breath. Everyone is tower diving here. Shut down under law. That could be okay if they get some back. Pineapple tanking. Going to get executed here. No gold over to them. Tower is surely going down here. Vayne super low. Pegasus trying to snipe. Not going to get a tumble out of the way. And the blue turret is destroyed as well. Looking for Kings to get their tier 1 additionally. But it's Trinity Force for the gangplank. It's really huge. Rem going forward. Flash away from Pegasus. Going to be unstoppable now. 5-0-0 on the Kog'Maw. Some constant action coming out here. And I'm running out of breath. Oh, goodness. I think you're right there, Minoshi. Now Pegasus is trying to die. Get a Dazzle. Going to try to get Vayne. Wish comes out. Kog'Maw trying to get the kill here. Going to explode right on the Vayne here. We got in the void. Sent back to the void, in fact. But Sean is getting 2 kills here. Is committing to full AP Cho'Gath. It is an exciting game. And, Mokey Kings are in a bit of danger with Pegasus' death. This Kog'Maw returns with Berserker's Greed, Runon's Hurricane, and Ginsu's Rage Blade. Now, where have we seen this one before? If Taric is able to protect him, this could be utterly disastrous for Mokey Kings. Mark's thrown out here. Potential re-engage, but that's actually the gangplank. So he doesn't want to just run straight into him. He's just scouting. Trying to hit as many things as possible. Now, I think the big thing for Simp Squad. There it is! That's exactly what I'm talking about. The Malphite ult have not hit many people until this point, but that is a 3-man knockup. Bog wanting to get the synergy with his Cannon Barrage. Omega finds a massive fight. Trash King going to go down here. That is 4 dead on the side of Mokey King. Soon to be 5 if Pineapple can get, like, unless she gets some healing. Ace for the Simp Squad. Kaboom! That's exactly the kind of engage that Simp Squad was missing, and that is what is going to get them the pressure in this game. And that is why Malphite has been part of the Trinity of permaban in this entire tournament. Let through in Game 4, Omega is now, after a bunch of flubbed engages, finding the one that gets his team the inhibitor here. Never trying to go in. Big pulverize from him. Last breath on the 3. Mokey Kings trying to trade a little bit back. Malphite down to the Yasuo. Tears stunned up. Taric going to go down as well. Finally able to purchase. Actually, that's Tears' first death. While being run down by the main gangplank. Going down here. Got in the void with 2 kills. Right here, 1 onto the Swain. Pegasus still alive. 1800 gold in pocket. Maybe not time to back yet. It's not a complete item. He's going to stay alive with the rune on slide to, like, fend off this onslaught here, but he's going to be very, very vulnerable. Malphite comes back with an Oblivion Orb here. Swain with Leandry's done. Tarek rushing a Thornmail. If he has... Oh, Remedy a little deep. Another double knockup from Malphite. Fuck this champion. But he's going to go in a little deeper. They actually survive thanks to the locket from Soraka. For the entirety of Mokey become tanky when they bought their items this way. They also do have Soraka trying to buff them up. When Sean going in a little deep, one pulverize on Plunger, but still have team fights. Rem is deep, going to fall again. Soraka's not enough. Pegasus on a rampage here. That's going to be a flash forward from the Kog'Maw. Aggressive positioning here. Mark did not land. Last breath on the 2. Pegasus may go down here, but no. Hooker of the Void is dead. Yasuo did not find more. The Visions of Empire not going to catch Pineapple in the end. Kind of looking. Flash! Dazzle! Lands on a 2. Terror comes up 2. Swain gets the follow-up, never move on to 2 more, and that is a shutdown. Big play from Tears. You gotta love seeing good non-funnel Tarek. Tarek, like, oh, I love this champion so much. So I'm just trying to go in, but it's just, well, not really the tank. Sean does a lot of damage here. Going to shut down Pegasus here. But there's a boatload of Starlight keeping Simp Squad alive here. Cosmic Radiance, that's what it's called, yeah. Probably not over yet. Well, it might be all of a sudden. Pegasus may be down. But Tarek 2-1 is ready. Denko does a lot of damage here. It's a 3v4. Potentially still in favor of the Simp Squad. Plunger is likely going to go down here. So they're trying to sustain a little bit. Malphite ultimate is not available though. So that's going to make it dangerous. Phantom Dance is not enough to keep you alive, Vayne. Malphite just slaps. Just presses 2 buttons and you're dead. Absolutely massive, but surely Mokey Kings is respawning. Simp Squad's not going to be able to end the game. You're going to get caught up here. Gets the last breath out of Yasuo. Trash King gets the kill with the Feast. He's going to wait. How much health is this? That's over 3,000. 3,800 health on AP Cho'Gath here. How many Feast stacks is that? Sean has eaten... Alright. Sean has eaten 6 things. That's 6 Feast stacks. Lots of Rem. Not the best headbutt in the world, but his name is pretty low now. Malphite ult is available. Going to try to turn it back. Yasuo not caught in the whole thing though, and Soraka keeps her team healthy rather. Doesn't get anything in return, so username does get caught out there. So, unfortunately, Omega's dying. Omega's like the majority of his team deaths, and that means he can't capitalize on items very much, which is a bit unfortunate. Here comes Rem though, trying to get more. Dazzle does not land on anything. Cosmic Radiance is not available. Plunger up a little bar. Simp Squad does not have their ultimates. They have to disengage this fight, but they actually do a pretty stellar job at it. Remedy taken very, very low. Wish used from Pineapple to get her team ready for the next fight. So, Mokey Kings are trying to just get themselves back. Ultimate's coming out soon from the side of Simp Squad. Mostly available for Mokey Kings. But they know they don't want to just pressure too much. They know Simp Squad has the advantage with items. That Kog'Maw is absolutely massive. It wasn't clutch, but on ARAM where you can't back for sustain, it's not the worst idea. Especially since the Wombo combo comes out so fast, like I see why it was cast. Would I have cast it myself? Maybe not. That's a 2-man Malphite ult going straight on Vayne, who has quite a lot of shielding though. Omega is going to die for this, but Yasuo may be close. Plunger gets some damage here. Rem was actually zoning out Tarek and Kog the entire time. Cosmic Radiance comes down to save the day. Dazzle does not land on anything. Here's not with a good flash, but here comes a flash, like a mark from Law. At the backside, Pegasus gets more. Triple kill for the Kog'Maw. Can it be a quadra kill? That's going to be a range clip almost. Yasuo down. Simp Squad going to knock down the inhibitor, going to knock down Cho'Gath, knock down both the Nexus towers. Simp Squad are your Abyss Cup champions! With a 3-1 record against the Mokey Kings. GG, well played. Good fucking ARAM games, though. Some quality things here. GG, deleted so... Oh, no. Oh, no. See, out-of-game trash talk, I'm 100% okay with. Just don't be sore winners about it. That's why I try to get the banter before the games, you know? Like, that's when I want you guys to banter with each other. We are going to jump in the call with Simp Squad.
Yo.
Simp Squad, how are you all doing?
Hello.
Doing pretty good.
This
Doing good,
music is
yes.
actually pretty loud.
Oh.
Oh, wait, it was not me. Wasn't me.
No, I just had my
No,
music
the
on too
stream
loud.
Oh, okay.
I see.
Regardless
Yeah.
of everything, really, I like it. So, an almost undefeated run through the Abyss Cup. You guys were very coordinated almost the entire way through.
Yeah.
How do you
Yes.
feel right now after coming through?
We just feel like Simps, dude.
You feel
Oh,
like
yeah.
Simps!
Simp.
I love it.
Simp.
Alright, Simp Squad,
Simp.
stay on the line. We will identify your MVP in just a moment. I'm gonna go, interview the Mokey Kings as well. I will be right back. Alright, Mokey Kings, how are you doing?
Hello.
Hello.
I see we don't have all of you, but we do still have, enough of you. I want to talk about something here. Sean,
Okay.
you were really pushing the flashless strat in Howling Abyss. And I want to talk about that a little bit, because I think it's very interesting. We saw it a few times over the course of this tournament.
Yeah.
What makes Flash not a compulsory thing in Howling Abyss to you?
Well, every champion I was playing was way more engaged than disengaged. So having Mark made it better than having Flash because, well, longer range, better guarantee of being on someone.
So in this case, it's not Mark as like your secondary spell, it's Mark as a Flash replacement.
Yes.
That's very interesting. I think you might be onto something here. I think that really merits more exploration.
It definitely paid off with the Galio game for sure when I could just follow up with fights.
Your Galio was nasty. I think that was like the best I've ever seen you play outside of that Poppy.
Yeah, people forget I can play Galio. So I was like, you know what? Wait a minute. They're gonna let me have the rock. I'll go with the other rock.
Like actually, very, very solid there. So, Mokey Kings, you are not going to be like winning this tournament, but I think I'd still be pretty satisfied with that whole performance because like you guys honestly gave Simp Squad a run for their money.
Dude, they were so
until Nut made them angry, and then well.
He did not mean it to be that serious. Like.
Oh, I know, but it's just like.
Yeah.
I've been that person who just like takes the banter really seriously when you're already turbo tilted. So like I understand it. But that's all good.
I apologize for him.
It is what it is, right? So thank you so much for participating. Always a
So
blast to
much
have
fun.
you guys here.
Bring me back, dude.
Bring me
It was
back.
so good.
For sure. The April tournament, I think every single one of you is not eligible for it though. Because
yeah.
Oh
we
yeah, how
are,
dare us not be Iron?
yeah, we are doing the Iron Cup, the beginner-oriented tournament. And last time I checked, you guys are probably a bit too good for that. But I'd be like very happy to have you guys back for May whenever we have whatever that tournament ends up being.
Now here's a question.
Yep.
What would you say is the highlight of the tournament for the Mokey Kings?
Highlight of the tournament for Mokey Kings. Every game where you guys actually got your Wombo comps drafted was really good for you. Like that just was your team's strength, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, just watching the fucking Alistar go in like every 3 seconds.
Cowbell!
Cowbell!
Oh, anyway, GG, guys.
GG.
It was a lot of fun. I will see you guys later. Also,
Yep.
Sean, I'm talking to you about Clash after the stream.
Got it.
So I'm going to check Clash as well. Give me just a moment to record our records here. Game 4. I do keep track of the records of every tournament we do. That being said, the Abyss Cup may be coming to a close. Actually, we should announce the MVP. So, Simp Squad, do you know, out of all your members who played any games, which of you will be the MVP?
Vincent, Festive Syntax.
Vincent. The
Yeah, everyone's saying
marksman.
Vincent.
Let's go.
our hyper carry, our
honestly,
pro-me.
yeah, some stellar performances throughout the entire tournament on like Jinx, Hog. I think that's honestly well deserved.
Thanks.
So, for those of you watching, that was Pegasus 1 in game. Just won the MVP award for Simp Squad. I will get you guys all decked out in your awards on Discord as well. And we will talk about the actual prize. Let's just see. Did I actually capture everything I need? Congrats. So, I'll be right back again. I am just going to end the stream off for a second.
Simp.
Alright.
Simp. Congratulations to Simp Squad. Thank you for everyone for playing in this tournament. Really appreciate it. I always have a blast hosting these tournaments. The Iron Cup is in April. If any of you know somebody who might want to get into League and you want to help us like find some people to play, I'd really appreciate that. We should be having that in like a rough, I think April 24th is the day we set. So late April. The top simp is Pegasus. I love it. So, this isn't the end of my streams today. I will be back in a couple of hours. I'm going to be playing Clash today, but I do have to give myself time to rest. Really appreciate you guys being here. So, let's find a raid target. Let's do that. We're probably going to go back to a semi-conventional tournament next time. Just straight... Oh, what is Adam doing? Isn't Clash in 20 minutes? I don't think so. Let's find out. Hold on, let's find out. Nope. No, there's still an hour. I don't want to just sit here on stream and wait for an hour. Okay, let's raid Adam. Oh, yeah, we are. We'll talk about that in just a moment, guys. Thank you again for the tournament. Really appreciate it. If you guys want to organize some more stuff like games with each other on the Discord, everyone's around. We have our stuff here. So I will just throw out the Discord. If you did not participate and you would like to participate in these tournaments, just let me know. I will try to get you on a team as soon as I can. And that should be basically everything. Guys, have a wonderful rest of your day. Have a great day tomorrow as well. Don't forget to love yourselves, respect each other, and I will see you guys in a couple of hours for Clash. Bye, everyone.